Hello, hello. Just getting ready here. Do a little live stream before I start editing. So let's see if my content is working. $76.9 gigabytes. 76.9. So let's check to make sure all the content transferred over. 76.9. What I'm doing is I received a folder with some content for a project I'm going to be working on. Okay, so it's there. I'm going to copy the name. Okay. And then I'm going to close this down. Put this away. Hello, thanks for stopping by. I'm about to start a new project that just came into me from a client slash producer friend I work with. Let me move this back a little bit. I'm going to be editing some scenes from actors. He has an acting school in New Jersey, and he teaches new actors, and once they've completed a certain part of the class, they are able to film a demo scene, a couple of scenes. Actually, it's a short film. And what we do is they shoot it, and he sends the hard drives to me, and I copy all the content over, and I edit the scene together, and I make the actors look as good as possible. I cut out all their mistakes. I polish them up so they look good, and if the scene comes out well enough for them, they can use it on their reel, because they're all new actors and they don't really have that much footage to show their talent. So they're all looking for agents, and that's always the first thing an agent asks for. Do you have anything that you can show me of your work? So if an actor has nothing, then a scene like this, or a few of these scenes, will give an agent an idea of their talent and how they look on camera. And then they can start pitching them to small projects. A lot of them are non-union, so the projects they work on are going to be, non-union projects. So they're looking for new talent also, because they don't have the budgets to pay SAG actors. So it helps everybody. It helps the actors, it helps the agents, it helps the casting people who are doing small projects, and the producers of these small projects. So what I'm about to do now, the cameraman who shot the scenes said that there was a problem with his exposure. So I'm going to look into that. The owner and director of the school, Joshua Nelson, he wants a report from me to see how the footage looks. So I'm going to look through the footage really quick. I'm going to open up a project file in Premiere Pro, and I'm going to go through the footage and see what type of problems I do have. They said there may be some sound problems. There was construction going on downstairs. There could be some other little problems as far as exposure goes. So I'm going to check all that out. I'm going to look at it, and I'm going to give him a report. Hello, everyone. Thanks for stopping by. And if you haven't already, please go to my site and check out some of my footage. I just uploaded another humorous scene from our series called As Vic. He's kind of a modern day comedic, dark humor Dear Abby. So he has all kinds of ideas on relationships, all kind of stuff. He's a stand-up comedian, and I have a player here for him, and he creates content, and we put it in his playlist. So he just added a new piece today, and it's pretty funny. And so take a look at that and take a look at some of the other content I have there. So what I'm going to do is let you take a little look at my screen as I go through this process of creating a Premiere Pro project, bringing in the new footage, and starting to review it. So I'll talk a little bit about what I'm doing as I do it. So let's see what we got here. Let's see what we got here. I can probably back this off a bit for now. Doesn't have to be so bright. All right. And then what I'm going to do next is let you have a little peek at my screen. All right, here we go. Okay, so the very first thing I'm going to do, I'm going to open up a new Premiere project. So I'm going to go down here to Premiere Pro, and that's opening up over here on my laptop, and then it opens up here. So yeah, you can get a little peek right there, which is good. I'm going to tilt it down a little bit. I'm getting a little glare. You know what I might do? Let me kill this light for right now. I don't think I need this right now. Yeah, that's much better. All right, so you can get a little look there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to open a new project, and I'm going to give it a name. And that's the name of the project they created at the school. So I'm going to open that. And I'm going to skip this part. I like to just go into the program and import the media the old-fashioned way. Go to import. I'm going to look for the drive I put it on, which is this one, I think. Let's see. Oh yeah, there it is. So I'm going to bring in the whole folder. I'm going to bring in the whole folder. There was a lot of media, so it took a moment to load up. So we're going to bring that media. We're going to bring that media into the project. I guess I don't even need this light. We're going to bring that media into the new Premiere project, and then once we get that in there, I will start taking a little peek around. Usually what I do, the very first thing when I open a project and I haven't seen the footage yet, I create folders, and in those folders, my day is going good. Thanks for stopping by. How are you? How are you? Nice to see you. If you haven't had a chance, please look at my content. Follow the link below. I'm glad you stopped by. I hope you're having a good day. Yes, yes. And so what I normally do is I review the footage. So this is a kind of a special case because the cameraman said that he had some problems with the footage, and the director of the program, he wants to find out if the problems are so bad that, you know, I can't edit. So I'm going to take a look at it. I took a little quick peek at some of the still images. When you open up the hard drive, you can see some still images. They looked a little not overexposed, but they looked a little bright. So, but I didn't see any real problem. But I'm going to, now's the test. Now I'm going to open it up and see what we have here. So I'm going to pan you guys back here so you can see a little bit of the monitor. There you go. All right, so what we're going to do, where is it? Oh, it's still importing. So it's the big project. I think he must have shot on 4K. So a lot of cameramen nowadays are shooting on 4K, even though most of stuff like this is still released on YouTube in HD. But it's no problem. You know, I have a nice system here that I can handle the 4K. It just takes up a lot of room. One of the things I need to do next is I need a new, larger external hard drive so I can store some of this footage and back up some of the old stuff. It's just to help me organize the footage I have. So this is something I have on my work list with everything else, and so I'm working on that. And once I get that done, I'll have a little bit more flexibility about loading on these large projects. So we got some things coming up. The short film that I directed about over a week ago is we finished the rough cut, and so I got some feedback from the other producer. And so that's something I'm going to probably get to this week or maybe this weekend, implementing some of her suggestions, which I really like. And it wasn't that many, which is good. She liked the verse version of the cut pretty good. She had some input, so I love to collaborate. And when I tell somebody I like to collaborate, I really mean it. I like to do a first cut of a project, then let the producer or someone, whoever's my collaborator, look at it and give me feedback. Again, I always tell people, filmmaking, all of this, even acting, editing, all of it is collaborative effort, and I love to do it. I'm not the kind of director that comes out there and says, I got all the ideas, everything I know is great, and that's the way it's going to be, and hey, thanks for stopping by. That's not how I work. I always tell people I love input. If you have ideas, give them to me. But one caveat, I always tell them, or every time I'm on the set, I love to hear your ideas, and I'm open to it, because sometimes you have great ideas that I didn't think of. But don't be offended if I don't use it. So I make them aware of that. I love to hear input. I love to hear ideas. There might be something in there that I need. I'm not the kind of person who thinks on the set that they know everything. I've been doing this for a long time, but I love fresh, new, young ideas. So if they have something, they're on the set, we're working together, let's collaborate. Pull me aside, or talk to the AD, or I don't want 100 actors coming up. Everybody's got an idea of how we should do something, but we can collaborate. I love to collaborate. Actors, because I'm an actor myself, you're working on a role, something you develop with the character that I may not have thought of, that the scriptwriter may not have thought of. I love to hear it, because it could be something great. If you watch any of the big movies from the past or television shows, sometimes some of the best ideas are stuff that are things that are thought of on the set. Sometimes they're even mistakes. Sometimes they're bloopers. So I'm always open. My eyes are always open to looking at something that's good, that's going to make the project better, that we're going to collaborate, and we're going to make something good that everybody wants to see. So what I'm going to do now is pivot you back over here. I see this folder is still trying to open. It's generating some previews for the audio. Sometimes it takes a few minutes because it is 4K and there's a lot of footage. So I'm going to pivot you over and see if I can open up some of this. And again, if you haven't seen my stuff, please go there and subscribe.
Put paint on it. Weapons-like, and it will. But, Yogi, when he's not looking. His amazing wife. Her Brandon.
Keep your sick fuck patients at a distance from us normal folks. Get each other. I got Sean looked at. Or maybe he brings something that nothing else in life does.
To do the right thing would be to ruin his life. You don't understand, frankly. She worked 3 jobs.
Should I say until life possible? Sorry, I don't think I understand what. Do you know the sex? Well, then how can you paint the room? Going with the neutral. Boring.
Started screaming in a restaurant, my mom would shoot me a look that would. Out. Who's the new IT guy? What's wrong with the copy machine? Want to see a photo of my kids? No,
I don't know. They can't. Well, You said you were having panic attacks at work.
Check it out. When the lights are off, it could be Ken K or Hillary Clinton. My sister.
Now your husband?
My dad lost his job. My parents lost their home. They lost. And I'm not just being cheesy or just saying that, like, I legit see fireworks
Well, then if you can see that.
during dinner and lunch and breakfast and
Okay, so bottom line is I just reviewed the footage very quickly. I don't see any major problems. It's a little bright, but that can easily be adjusted. They mentioned also some construction going on downstairs during the shoot that was kind of noisy. I haven't come across that yet, but I think we can work around. I know I can work around that, and I think the actors will be happy. The images look good. The dialogue sounds really strong. So I'm going to shoot an email out to my producer who's putting this project together and tell him that he doesn't have to worry. He was worried about the footage. I think it's going to be okay. I don't think there's going to be any major problems. Again, this is for students who are putting together samples of their acting ability so that they can attract an agent or, attract independent producers or directors to hire them. So I think they're all going to have something that they will be happy with. And I'm going to do my best to cut it together to make it look good. And I will see you guys on the next one. And remember, if you haven't went to my site, please help me out. Go there and subscribe. And then also share it with some of your friends who may like the kind of comedy that you'll find on my site. So I have a lot of humor there. I just put up a new one about Vic Knows Best. It's going to be some funny stuff on there. And I'm actually working on a script that will be something different that I haven't done yet. I'm not ready to announce it, but it's going to be a new series that I'm putting here. And I also have a couple of pilots on there that I've put already. Coleman Private Eye. There's some clips for him on there, his new series that I created. It's a graphic novel video, and it's going to be distributed here on YouTube. I'm looking forward to doing that. Hello, how are you there? Thanks for stopping by. I see you there. Is it Rosanna? I'm sorry, I can't see I can see down there. Rosanna, hi, how are you? Thanks for stopping by. Anyone, again, I'm about to wrap up now, but I'm going to jump on again later once I have all this footage organized. It's kind of boring. I don't want to have you guys sitting here while you're watching me organize footage, but I'll jump back on and I'll give you an update of how I'm doing. I love this vertical live stream here on YouTube. I can jump in and out, talk to you guys a bit, give you some information about what I'm doing. Like to say hi to everybody. I see somebody on there that says, do I remember you, or are you talking to someone else? Shoot me an email. My email, follow my site there. You'll find my email. But I look forward to talking to you again. I'm going to jump back on a couple of hours and give you an update. Thanks a lot. Check out my site. Subscribe. I will see you again on the next one.